podcast party. Descent into Avernus.
My name is Renascence. My friends and I need to create a distraction for the Archdevil Zariel by freeing an imprisoned demon named Kostchtchie. To reach Kostchtchie's maw, we're traveling through the arches of Ulok.
The four of you and Lulu step through the arches of Ulok, and there is a blinding flash of light that makes you all wince, and it subsides. And after it does, you find yourselves on the edge of a massive ravine. This ravine stretches at least a mile long. Those of you with dark vision look down into the darkness of this ravine.
Corbin has 300 feet of dark vision as a Twilight Cleric.
Those of you with 300 feet of dark vision do not see the bottom of this pit.
I can't see the bottom. That's weird.
Must be a really deep pit.
You see that you are kind of in a canyon, essentially. On the walls of this canyon, you see that the rock face is absolutely sheer. It goes all the way up 100, maybe 200 feet up into the Avernian sky. These rock faces attach to volcanoes, and they are spewing lava and smoke into the hateful sky. There's ash that is beginning to rain down around you.
Were we given any hints about where we were supposed to go here?
Well, the fellow we're looking for is Kostchtchie, and he's inside a maw. I gesture towards the chasm. That looks like a maw to me, so I think we're going down.
Almost as if on cue, Renascence, the air trembles with the bellowing of some monstrous being in the dark depths of this chasm.
Is it speaking?
It just roars, grumbles. It doesn't have any kind of language. You just hear this bellowing.
Can we tell which direction? I mean, I know it's down, but is it south, north, east?
It doesn't seem to grant you any sense of direction of the sound itself because of perhaps the reverberative quality of it. It's just echoing throughout the whole thing.
Are there any steps or stairs or ladders or rocky areas that look like we could climb down?
No, not within your vision anyway.
Well, I can carry one person.
I think we're flying.
I could too, but how long do your wings last, Hylan?
They only last for a minute.
And how fast can you go?
30 feet. That's my flying speed.
If you go 30 feet for a minute, that's 30 feet every 6 seconds?
She could dash, right? So 60
That's
feet every...
fair. 60 feet every 6 seconds. So then that would be 600 feet in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know how deep it is. We just know it's deeper than 300, right? Because that's
correct.
Right.
Do we have any way to figure out how deep it is?
Well, Lily, I really hate to ask you to do this, but I know you're very brave. Would you mind flying down there and being very careful and seeing if you can find the bottom?
Lily looks up at you, not in any kind of way that would denote that she's scared or, has any reservations about this.
Oh, Lily's incredible. I'd just say, I think Lily is willing to do this for us.
All right, let me give her longer dark vision. So Corbin is going to cast his Eyes of Night, and he's going to give Lily, Hylan, Renascence, and Ofelia all 300 feet of dark vision for the next hour.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just ask Renascence to kind of, I'm going to lean on his shoulder for a minute, and I'm going to warg into Lily so I can see through her eyes. All right, Lily, find the bottom.
Lily's wings extend, and she gracefully swan dives into the pit. Since you're connected with Lily, you can see through her eyes. Hylan, about 100 or 200 feet down, there is still nothing. And then about 250 feet into this pit, her vision extends finally to what is at the bottom. And what Lily sees is terrifying. In the center of this pit, which has narrowed, the pit is approximately 60 feet across at its lowest point. There is a river of what seems to be black tar or ooze that rings the entire pit, and in its center, there is an island of grayish black stone which juts 5 or 10 feet out of this black ooze. And in the center of this island is a horrific entity. This being is perhaps 15 or 18 feet tall. Its skin is grayish beige. It has a squat, almost deformed head, which melds into its lumpen, misshapen back. It has a distending jaw with grayish white fangs, which poke up over its upper lip. It has a sloping forehead and beady greenish eyes, which illuminate the cavern around it. Around this being's massive wrists are two stout manacles, and these manacles have chains on them the width of your leg. These chains extend out from this creature's arms and wrists to somewhere underneath this sludge, and it is bellowing at the top of its lungs upward in an unknown language.
And that's really the only thing in her field of vision is the island with the chains and this demon on it.
That's correct.
Is Hylan conveying to us what
Yes.
I'd just say, ask her if she can look around. If Zariel wanted this thing kept down there, there might be other guardians besides just chains watching over it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Lily to be careful and maybe do a little reconnaissance in the area, sort of fly in either direction a little bit and keep her eyes open for things on the cliff or in the air, in the ooze, I guess.
Depending on if you want her to make a quick look around, that's a perception. If you want her to take a little bit more time, she could stay in the area and carefully go around it and investigate. Do you want her to be stealthy in doing so?
Yeah.
So a couple of rolls are needed here, a stealth roll and an investigation roll.
Her stealth roll sucks. It's a 10. Knowing Lily, I'm actually gonna have her just look around, especially because I'm a little wary of her being near this thing for too long and like kind of being around there for too long in case something is down there. So I'm gonna have her just take a look. So she got a 18 on perception.
Although her wings are flapping loudly enough to be heard by potentially anything in the area, she makes a quick circle around the part of the pit that she's hovering at, and you, through her eyes, are able to see that there are sort of small holes, 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 holes on the side of the cliff face. What's in those holes she was not able to see, but there are perhaps 5 or 10 feet wide holes that have been either carved or drilled into the side of the cavern.
Okay, now that I know that I see that those are there, can I just have her pick one and fly a little closer to it? I want her to stay about 15 feet from the hole, but just sort of look into one of them if she can.
Hylan, are they the same holes that we saw at the pit of Shumrath when we blew it up there? With
Did we see holes?
Yeah, the little spiny devils came out.
Didn't they like burrow through the rock?
Yeah, but maybe they made holes though.
Yeah.
Like, do they look like?
So do they look like the holes that were left by those things?
As you look through Lily's eyes, you see that the holes that were burrowed through by the spine devils were small. As the spine devils were small, they were only about maybe 3 or 4 feet wide. These holes are much bigger.
Okay.
Well,
and the one she's looking at seems to be empty?
Well, how close did you say that you wanted to get to it?
Like 15 feet.
When Lily flies within about 15 feet, there is an intense growl from within this hole, and there is a blast of fire that emanates from this hole in Lily's direction. I would like Lily to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a natural 20.
Woo.
Okay, so this will be half damage as she's just barely able to get out of the way. That is 12 fire damage.
Oh, she's obliterated. She has 2 hit points. She's not dead. She has blinked into the.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no,
Celestial, so I guess
totally.
She's gone back to Celestia. She's fine right now. She's getting a treat, a celestial
There's a
treat.
popping noise. Snap cut to Celestia. She appears on a cloud.
I come abruptly back to myself and my own vision. I can't help but be upset, even though I know she's okay. But I'll deal with it. I explain to everybody what the last thing that I saw was. And I say, we have a lot to discuss here. There are at least 4 or 5 of these holes. At least one of the holes has a horrible, powerful fire-breathing something in it. And I'm not sure how we're going to get back out. I can fly somebody in, but then I can't do it again unless we stay there for 8 hours.
I can do it 4 times, but I can only take, 2 people at a time. And Lulu can fly herself.
Right.
Darn tootin'.
Well, we do have to go in, don't we? There isn't really another way.
We don't have to go into those holes, though. We're here to free him. Presumably, whatever's in those holes is probably going to try to stop us from doing that.
Yes.
Right.
And I don't know that they can't fly out of those holes.
Yeah,
They might not
well,
have
yeah.
to stay in the hole.
There seem to be words now coming from the being at the bottom of this pit. It's speaking in a harsh, guttural, almost like from the very pit of its demonic stomach.
Anyone recognize that as a language? We lost our scroll of tongues, right? I think we lost it gambling.
Nobody has comprehend languages, right?
I don't.
Okay.
No.
So say we get down there, how are we gonna?
Hylan, does your telepathy ability allow you to communicate?
Yes.
So he does seem to be speaking some language, which means you're good to go.
I think I can only pick 4 people. So if I can only pick 4 people and one of them is this thing, then one of us can't hear.
I'd leave me out. I'm not, good at talking and stuff, so.
Okay. All right. So that takes care of the communication barrier.
I guess we're going down, right?
Hang on, I think it's a pretty solid bet that once we get down there, something's going to come out of those holes and attack us, right?
Yes.
We should fly down close enough for Hylan to see it and talk to it.
We want Hylan to talk to the monster, but there's probably some kind of guardian or something that lives in the holes in the cliff face, right?
Yeah.
Once we start interacting with Kostchtchie, then that thing's probably going to come after us, and I'd rather not deal with it while hovering 300 feet in the air,
Oh, that's a good point.
That's
So
true.
I think we should actually just get down there.
Well, yes, and also it's possible we'll be a little more stealthy than Lily was. That wasn't her finest moment, being sneaky. We should definitely try to be a little stealthy about it. I remember where the holes are. Just follow me, and once I can see this creature, I'm going to have us psychically linked, and Ofelia, Renascence, and I can all speak to the monster.
All right, before we go, Ren, you're going to get a vigilant blessing. So
Cheers.
you'll have advantage on initiative checks. And you want guidance on being quiet, or can you do it?
No, I think you better do it, Corbin. I don't think I'm getting that back.
All right, I'll help you out. You've helped me plenty. I could put a circle around us of power that will protect us, help us against, when things try to kill us with fire or whatever. It will
Yeah,
protect us.
that's better than guidance, I'd say.
That sounds great. I vote
Yeah.
Protective Circle.
All right, so Corbin's going to use a 5th level spell slot right before we go, and he's going to cast Circle of Power. So divine energy is going to radiate around him within 30 feet until the spell ends. The sphere moves with me, centered on me. Each friendly creature in the area, including myself, have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Additionally, if we make our save, I believe we take no damage from any spell, like fire.
Cool.
Cool.
This is brilliant, Corbin.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. Thank you. I bamf out my wings. I look everyone in the eyes, and I say, we can do this. And we're going to fly down in there.
And Corbin will do steps of night and grab his 2 friends and whoop, down.
Yeah, I'm going to stay close to Corbin.
As we're descending, I'm looking where Hylan said those holes in the wall would be, and as soon as I get those holes in sight, I ready Eldritch Blast, and if anything pops out, I start shooting.
And as soon as I can see that thing, I'm going to psychically link everyone.
The holes are about 20 or 30 feet above the floor of the pit itself. So you'll be able to see Kostchtchie before you get anywhere near those holes. So as you're traveling down into the darkness, the wind whipping against your hair and this rancid smell coming up from underneath you, after perhaps a minute or so of flying, you are able, all of you, to see this being, this demon, in the center of the pit.
Okay, I'm going to say, thank you, Grandfather, for your help. And I'm going to psychically link myself with Ofelia and Renascence and this creature. And anyone can speak now.
Not me. Just tell me what's going on, please.
I'm just going to say, we're here to free you.
When you say these words, a torrent of epithets enter your mind, like it's like you're standing next to a speaker and it just blasts your mind with this hateful voice, guttural in nature, and it says,
Well, we're going to try.
We're the people who are going to free you, and we're coming down, so just try to calm yourself.
it just like screeches and gutturally grunts at you.
Are you pissing it off? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm just telling it we're here to free it, so it just the first thing it does isn't just try to squash us like insects.
Well, clearly he does want to be freed, so perhaps we should just get down there.
I'm just gonna say, there are things in the holes in the wall. How many?
Fucking hellhounds! I'm gonna destroy them of you! Come free!
And you just hear chains rattling against the stone.
Kill them! Give me my hammer! Bring me my hammer!
Okay, I conveyed this to Corbin.
Did he tell us where the stupid hammer is?
Well, Zariel has his hammer.
Oh.
We have to free him. He's going to be so angry and want his hammer that he's going to go after Zariel to get his hammer. And that, I think, the plan that we had.
All right, I'm concentrating on this circle. So, okay.
Sorry, yeah. If I was chaining this guy up, I probably wouldn't leave his hammer like a few feet from him.
Okay, so these are hellhounds. We've dealt with hellhounds before. Just don't get too close to the hole.
They're gonna come for us as soon as we go to work on those chains, I bet.
And there is tar between the island and the cliff face. And I don't know if they can swim, maybe?
Where Kostchtchie is, Matt, is he in tar?
No, he's on an island in the middle of this lake of tar.
Okay, so I just think, Corbin, let's aim for that island. Let's get down there.
All right, we're going, yep.
Okay, so you rocket down towards the island.
Just stay within 30 feet of me, that's all I'm saying.
As you descend into the pit, Lulu, behind you, all four of you relatively close together, you land in the center of the pit 10 feet from Kostchtchie, and you see that he's just straining against these chains that are pinned to his wrists. His muscles are bulging, his face is straining with exertion, and that is when something comes out of the sludge behind you. This creature is covered head to toe in spiked chains, and dragging behind it in the sludge are metallic chain-like whips. It laughs in this guttural low voice and begins to swing these chains like a jump rope around it and then whip them in your direction. Let's roll initiative.
Hi everybody, the show will be right back with a second part. This fall, Cast Party returns to the Good Witch in Hastings-on-Hudson, New York on Saturday, October 19. Join us for an evening of dragon-slaying, dungeon-delving, treasure-hunting adventure. Our professional dungeon masters will lead your party through a tabletop adventure. No previous D&D experience is necessary. Admission includes a 3-hour Dungeons & Dragons experience with a professional dungeon master, a delicious drink and snack courtesy of the Good Witch, plus a few surprises. Located just a short train ride from NYC in the historic Hastings-on-Hudson station on the Metro North Hudson Line. Planning to attend with a group? We'll make sure you're seated with friends and family. New player or attending alone? We'll make sure you're at a table to suit your experience level. Tickets are on sale now at cast-party.com, so don't wait to grab yours. Cast Party's professional dungeon masters are available to hire for online games. We have games for kids as well as adults, and our DMs can run almost any of the official Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventures, as well as third-party adventures, and even some we've created ourselves. Details at cast-party.com. Do you ever feel like you have a great visual picture in your head, but you need a little help putting it into words? Well, with a subscription to Describe, you can access thousands of descriptions of monsters, spells, locations, and more, as well as maps, music, and sound effects to enhance your games. Only at describe.com. That's DSCRYB.com. Would you like 10% off that subscription? Follow the link in the show notes and use the discount code CASTPARTY, all one word, all caps, to save 10% on your first subscription. As always, we're offering free monthly adventures with our Dungeon Masters. These free games fill up quickly, so if you'd like to grab a spot, you should join our email list or our Discord server. Links to both can be found at cast-party.com. If you enjoy Podcast Party, please follow the show, rate us, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. Message us on social media or email us at info@cast-party.com. Follow us on Facebook at CastPartyDND, on Twitter at CastParty2, on Instagram at Cast_Party, on TikTok at Cast_Party, or on Threads at Cast_Party. Thanks very much for listening, and now back to our adventure in Avernus.
It's the old chain in the sludge trick, and we walked right into it.
As this thing comes out of the sludge, you hear the guardians roar from their caves. You hear these hellhounds, little pinpricks of red as their eyes begin to glow malevolently in the dark, and they will as well join the fray.
Ophelia got a 28.
Hylan got a 25.
Renaissance got a 22.
Corbin got a 21.
Ophelia, you're up first. What do you want to do?
I am going to cast Heat Metal on the Chain Devil. Try to heat the chains.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fun.
Unfortunately, I don't know if he's going to be impressed by the fire.
I don't know, but it's worth a try, I thought, from my first turn. Because if it does work, hey.
Yeah. If it does work, awesome.
That's some hot metal. So that's going to heat the metal for 5 fire damage.
Unfortunately, as surmised, the fire does absolutely nothing to this infernal being. And he just looks at the chains that are glowing red hot, and he just chuckles at you.
I will just move slightly to the right of Kostchtchie. I'm still in Corbin's aura if I do that, right?
You are. The aura is enormous. It's 30 feet radius.
My aura is only 10 feet.
That is the end of my turn.
I am going to co-occupy a space with Renascence for a second. And I am going to hold out my Dragon's Wrath dagger. And I'm going to summon a 30-foot cone of destructive energy and shoot it at the Chain Devil. The Chain Devil must make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
Fails.
It takes 27 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
So I just sort of lean in next to Renascence. I shoot the radiant energy, gets it, and then I just sort of zoink, lean back into my previous space. So I've moved a total of 10 feet, and I'm going to stay where I am.
Renaissance, it's your turn.
I drop my hand upside down, trace it over Face of Gargs on the shield, and I cast Hex on the Chain Devil, and I will be hexing his strength score, and then I fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at him. First shot is a 14.
Which unfortunately misses.
Second shot is a 24.
A 24 hits.
1 force damage.
Oh my god!
But hang on. And he does take, and 1 necrotic.
I mean,
He just winged him.
Yeah. Yep, for a total of 2 points of damage. That is it.
Corbin, Shiv, when you start your turn, please make a wisdom saving throw.
You do have a +3.
A natural 20 for a 28. I'm sorry, for a 31.
Ooh!
When you look over at this creature, it's definitely been blasted by this radiant damage that has come out of the dagger, and you see Averly hollow again in its space. You know it's an illusion though, and so you just immediately just shake it out of your head. But for a second there, your heart beat very, very fast.
It's got some sort of illusion magic. It's trying to trick me. And Corbin is going to look at it and say, I'm going to try something Ren does, or used to do, and I'm going to cast a Guiding Bolt at it at 2nd level.
I've still got that.
12.
12 will miss, unfortunately, sir.
Don't. All right, that was just my first time doing that.
You got to shoot it out of your mace. That's how that one works. You unscrew the tip of your mace. You got to take the cap off the end of the mace like this.
I remember when you could do that.
Yeah, I can still do that. And also, it's not even me. It's just my mace.
Yeah.
Corbin is just going to step 5 feet to his right, just so he's not so close to everyone else. That's it.
As expected, all 4 of these hounds of hell will jump 30 feet out of the hole
Son of a bitch!
into this sludge-like material. They doggy paddle around in it for a little bit, and their head bobs up above the surface, and all 4 of them, in unison, blast their flame bursts at you guys centered in the middle of this space. That is a combined total of 4 DC 12 dexterity saving throws.
Everybody has advantage,
Everybody except Ofelia, because she moved too far from me, has a +3.
and if they make their saving throw, they take no damage.
Checking Lulu's saves. So she saved once, twice, 3. If she's rolling with advantage, then she makes all 4 of them.
I failed 1.
Corbin failed 1.
I passed all of them.
So did I.
Woo!
If you passed, you take no damage. The circle of power absorbs all the fire.
Each one of them is 6d6 fire damage. 22 fire damage for 1 failure.
Corbin takes full damage, 22.
I'm resistant to fire damage, so I take half damage. I take 11. I take 11 points of damage.
Matt, I need to make a concentration check on this.
Me too.
That is correct.
And I have advantage because I'm Warcaster. I rolled a 16 and a 17.
That will pass.
With a 25, Renaissance also maintains his hex on the chain devil.
Wow, nice.
I only got burned a little because my temps ate most of that.
That's right.
That is the Hellhound's turn.
All right.
The Chain Devil. As its action, the Chain Devil will whip those chains that it's spinning around its head 3 times. Why do I say 3 times? But it only has 2 hands, Matt. That's correct.
In real life, chain devils will only do that twice.
2 chains spring out from its hands, and 1 chain comes out from the sludge itself and attempts to wrap itself around Ofelia. The other 2 attempt to go around Corbin and Renascence. So let's do the one for Corbin. That is a 14 to hit.
Miss.
And a 14 on Renascence.
Misses.
The third chain around Ofelia is a 10.
That'll also miss.
Lulu.
Disengage, Lulu.
She could disengage and fly upwards. She's got the vision to do it. Yep.
Get away.
Get clear, Lulu.
She's like, oh, I'm out of here. And she just flies up her entire speed, just whoosh, right up. Top of the round, Ofelia, please make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 19.
Nice.
That is enough. This vision for you is clearly different. Instead, you see Dr. Hulk Finster.
Well, that was weird. I cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the Chain Devil. That's it needs to make a DC 16 Intel save.
It will have advantage. But unfortunately, it fails.
Ah, that's good. 11 psychic damage, and then it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. And on its next turn, it can choose whether it gets a move in action or a bonus action, but it gets only 1.
It already used its reaction, so fantastic. Hylan, you're up.
I'm going to move 5 feet southwest so that I'm between Corbin and Renascence. I want to make sure nothing can flank them. And it seems like a Hellhound is within melee range of Ofelia. Is that true?
Oh, very much so.
Okay, so I'm going to throw 2 psychic blades at that Hellhound. The first hit is a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay, that's 7 psychic and 14 sneak attack for a total of 21 on the first hit. 24 to hit.
Double hit.
That is 7 psychic, and I'm going to stay where I am.
Renaissance, you're up.
So here's how it's done, Corbin. I reach down to my hip, I pull Heaven's Fall from the holster, I click the stud on the pommel, and the hatch opens up in the haft, and I fire a beam towards the Hellhound that is next to Ofelia.
That's cheating.
That is a 23 to hit.
Indeed, it will.
All right, that's 15 radiant, and it has a glowing splotch target on the middle of its forehead now, granting advantage to whoever makes the next attack against it.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Corbin, Shiv, your turn.
Corbin is going to look up and go, "No Malta, protect us," and I'm going to cast my Twilight Sanctuary around us.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, all those breath weapons, man, are scary.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're starting with 15 temps. At the end of your turn, you get 15 temps. As his bonus action at 2nd level, a thin sliver of beautiful orange light is going to appear next to the Hellhound by Ofelia and 10 feet from me. And a pillow is going to come out, and I'm going to try to whomp him with Spiritual Weapon.
Awesome.
27?
Absolutely.
That's 10 force damage.
Let's do some recharge rolls here, folks. Let's see if they recharge their Flame Blast ability here. None of them recharge their Flame Breath ability. Yeah, they're just gonna jump at you with their giant maw of teeth, and they'll go with the closest beings that they can attack. You note that they seem to work almost in a group, and that is because they have something called Pack Tactics, which means that they have advantage on any attack rolls against creatures if at least one of the Hound's allies is within 5 feet of it. So it doesn't have to flank, it just needs to have an ally within 5 feet.
Although for the hell of it, they're flanking us anyway.
They are. 2 attacks on Ofelia and 2 attacks on Renascence. 21 to hit on Ofelia.
That'll hit.
That is 5 piercing and 8 fire damage, for a total of 13. Second attack.
Okay.
Second one is a crit, though.
No, it's not, because I'm feeling lucky and I can use it on that. I use a luck point. Reroll.
Then that would be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's 8 piercing and 6 fire for a total of 14 damage.
Ow.
All right, the other 2 Hellhounds will attack Renascence with advantage. That is a crit again.
Damn it.
So I'll give you the piercing damage. That is 18 piercing and 16 fire. So you're resistant to it, you'd only take 8.
24 damage total.
That is correct.
I maintain concentration on the X.
That's the Hellhound's turn. It is now the Chain Devil's turn.
Sorry, Matt. In fairness, I think there's another one that attacks me.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Last one is a miss.
Woo!
Block it with Gogs.
Whew! The Chain Devil will attack 3 times. Again, it will throw all 3 chains at you, Corbin.
Hylan's right there, right next to me. Just hit her.
Just about to help him, but
First attack is a 10. Second attack
Sidestep that one.
is a 16.
Nope, again, hits off my breastplate. I'm good.
And the third one, the third one that comes from behind is a 23.
Oh, cheating from behind. Nope, he got me.
These chains have barbs, metal barbs that are forged into the links themselves. So you are grappled and restrained. And as you feel these chains wrapping around you, the barbs begin to pierce your flesh. At the start of each of your turns, you will take some damage.
Okay, so I'm grappled and restrained, so that means what?
Disadvantage on attack rolls, and your movement is 0.
And you have disadvantage on dex saves as well.
So you take 11 slashing damage as well.
Does no damage to me as it goes through my temps, and my concentration is a 17, so I'm good.
It's Lulu's turn. Lulu calls from above. Can I help you out down there?
Stay up there, Lulu. We're all right. Stay up there.
Ophelia, it is your turn. Please make a wisdom saving throw once again.
That's a 17 to save.
You make it. It kind of looks like it's a very unflattering rendition of, oh gosh, I'm going to forget the name of your dwarven
Azor?
lover. Azor, thank you. You can see that this thing is trying to get into your mind.
Then I will cast Blinding Smite as a bonus action on my rapier, and I will use my rapier to attack the hellhound in front of me.
The one that has been wounded thus far.
Yes. So that's a 13 to hit with a rapier?
13 does not hit. It whistles over its head.
Got it. Well, my rapier is still glowing.
You get 15 temps.
Thank you.
I'm going to hit that same hellhound that Ophelia just tried to skewer. I'm gonna throw 2 blades at it. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's 10 psychic and 19 sneak attack for 29 damage on the first hit.
It takes it right in the face, and its tongue lolls out, and it just falls to the side dead.
Yes!
Nice.
So I already summoned it. I'm gonna throw the second blade at the chain devil. That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
That is 7 psychic damage.
15 temps.
Renaissance, your turn.
I've still got Heaven's Fallout from firing that guiding bolt, so I'm going to swing at the Hellhound south of me. First attack is a 9.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Second attack is an 11.
Unfortunately, that misses.
That is it.
You get 15 temps.
Renaissance, try to hit it. Try it next time. When you swing it, try to
A little more
hit
to the
it.
left.
These chains bite into your flesh, Corbin, doing 10 hit points worth of damage. Please make a concentration check.
Ow, these chains hurt.
And you do get a +3.
That's a 23. I'm
Yep,
good.
you keep concentration, but you are still restrained.
All right.
Does it feel like something I can break out of?
Yes, it does. It feels like with enough force, you could break out of these chains.
You know what? First thing I'm going to do, bonus action. I'm going to move my pillow over to the chain devil and whomp him with it. That's a 27.
Yes.
He takes 12 force damage. Night night. All right, I'm going to try to break out of it. What do I need to do to try to break out of it?
That is either an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Oh, I'll do athletics. That's an 8.
An 8, unfortunately, is insufficient, so you are still restrained.
I can't get out of this thing. And that's my turn, but I'm going to re-roll my Twilight Sanctuary. Ooh, max 16.
For the remaining hellhounds, a little bit of a recharge here. Let's see if they can do it. 1 recharges, 2 recharges, 3 recharge.
Oh, fuck.
Great.
All 3 of them recharge, and so therefore all 3 of them will breathe their flame breath in a concentric area where you guys are basically all standing. I'm going to say that 2 out of the 3 will hit all of you, and 1 will hit only Hylan and Renaissance. All right, so let me do the one that's going to hit all of you first. Dexterity saving throws.
And remember, everybody has advantage on the saving throws except for me, because I have disadvantage, so I'm back to just normal.
And everybody except Ophelia has +3 because she's a little too far from me still.
I used evasion. I succeeded on the first 2, and I got a 13 on the third one. I don't know if that passes or not.
It does, because the DC is 12.
Woohoo! All right, I take no damage from anything.
Corbin crit failed 1.
I failed 1.
Renaissance also failed 1.
That is 25 fire damage.
Oh,
Renaissance will only take 12.
Corbin's temps vanish. He gets them and they instantly vanish.
mine too.
That is their turn. Concentration check, please.
Oh, yeah, me too.
With advantage, a 20.
20 is enough.
Renaissance also maintains the hex.
The chain devil has you grappled with one of its chains around your waist. It's going to use all 3 of its attacks. It's going to move. So it's going to move 10 feet to the west, now in engagement range of Ophelia, 10 feet away from you. So it's going to throw all 3 of its chains at you, Ophelia. First attack is a 10.
That'll miss.
Second attack is a 12.
That'll miss.
Third attack is a 27.
That'll hit.
That is 14 slashing damage. You are grappled and restrained. And just like Corbin, when it comes time for your turn, you're going to take some piercing damage.
Ouch. I'm looking a little rough, guys.
Lulu remains in position and takes the dodge action. Ophelia, it's now your turn.
But I'm grappled and restrained.
That is correct. You take 5 piercing damage.
I am going to try to make an acrobatics check to get out of the grapple.
Great.
Out of the chains. I rolled an 18.
That's enough. Yeah, you slip out of the chains.
Haha.
Ophelia, could I trouble you for a little inspiration?
Sure, you can have some. I was going to give it to Corbin, but that's okay.
I'm going to try to bust him out. I think I'm a little stronger.
Okay.
No, you're not. I think I'm stronger.
We know what you think.
I will give Renascence Bardic Inspiration. That's it for me.
Hylan, it is now your turn.
16 temps.
Oh,
Ophelia.
thank you.
Cool. I'm gonna throw 2 blades at the chain devil because now I'm gonna get sneak attack. The first one misses, which pisses me off. And then the second one I think also misses with 15.
Unfortunately, yes, it does.
Yeah, so I just throw 2 psychic blades at it and its little chains are swinging around and I can't aim correctly, so I miss both times and I stay where I am.
Would you mind please making a wisdom saving throw for me, Hylan?
That's a 20 with my +3 from Renascence.
Oh yeah, you nerves of steel. None of these illusions that this thing is trying to throw off even make any sense. All right, Renascence, it's your turn.
Renascence is going to step towards Kostchtchie, which means both Hellhounds can up attack him if they want to.
First bite is a 15,
Block it with Gargs.
and second bite is a 12.
Yeah, I'm no longer there.
All right.
All right, I grab the chains around Corbin and I try to pull them off of him.
All right, athletics check, please.
That is a 15, but I do have Bardic Inspiration. Raises it to a 17.
17 is enough, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, snap the chains off of Corbin.
I got it. Oh, thanks.
And then I'm actually going to keep moving. I step behind Ophelia, so I'm now close to all of my companions.
16 temps.
Cheers.
Your turn, Corbin. You're no longer restrained.
Oh, that feels good. Bonus action, I'm going to take a swipe at the chain devil with the pillow. That's a 21.
That'll hit.
That's 8 points of force damage. And then Corbin is going to reach out and try to smack him with inflict wounds. That's a 10.
10 unfortunately misses, sir. What level did you cast that at?
I'm sorry, first level. Well, that was a waste. It's my turn, except I'm going to re-roll my temporary hit points. 13 temps and I am done.
That is 1 recharge. 2 recharges out of the 3. You guys are clustered into this nice little group. 2 dexterity saving throws.
This time, everyone does get the +3.
I used evasion and I passed both of them, so I don't take any.
Corbin made all 3 of his.
2. There were only 2.
There were only 2.
I made 3, though.
You made 3 out of 2. Amazing.
Ren also made both of his.
No damage, no damage, no damage.
Ophelia?
So I passed both.
The third of these, which did not recharge, will come in on Hylan and bite Hylan. With advantage, that's a 22.
That'll hit.
I will throw my shield up.
So this will take some of that damage. At 9 piercing and 7 fire.
I intercept 12 points of that.
Wow, cool. So I only take 4.
All right, so we're back to the Chain Devil's turn. He makes 3 attacks at Corbin. First attack, 19.
Oh, that just slips past my shield.
6 slashing damage, and you are restrained again, unfortunately.
Corbin!
The second one is unfortunately a hit as well, because that is an 18 to hit.
Oh, you got me again.
When I see it coming in and about to definitely hit him, spectral dragon wings are going to come out and envelop Corbin to protect him and give him a +4 bonus to his AC.
The third attack is a 23 to hit.
Oh, he's got me again.
Damn it.
That's a 12 slashing damage. Concentration checks here.
And I'm +3 on both, a 24 and a 21. I'm good.
Lulu does the inimitable dodge, and Ophelia, we're back to you.
I'm going to attempt to hit the hellhound that is on my ass. I'm going to attack that one with my rapier. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to take 11 damage and then an additional 3/6 damage from the blinding smite. That's 7 additional damage.
You get 13 temporary hit points.
First, I'm going to manifest a psychic blade. I'm going to stab the hellhound to my southeast with a psychic blade. It's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
7 psychic damage on the first hit, and then I'm going to hit it again with the dragon dagger that I have. And that's a crit fail. I fumbled it, and then I was so worried that I was going to lose the dagger that I focused on catching the dagger with my other hand, and now I have the dagger, but I missed.
13 temps.
Renaissance is your turn.
I squeeze around Kostchtchie's gut to get round behind the Hellhound that is to the north of Hylan, so I'm flanking it with Hylan. And I take 2 swings at it with Heaven's Fall with advantage. The first attack is a 20.
That will hit.
That's going to do 9 bludgeoning and 3 radiant. And I'm going to dump a level 1 Divine Smite on it.
Yeah, you are.
So that is a total of 14 radiant. So the total damage on the attack was 26. And I'm going to hit it again, this time a 20.
Yep, that hits.
Heaven's Fall does 8 bludgeoning and 3 magical radiant for a total of 11. And I'm going to drop another level 1 Divine Smite on it.
Double smite.
And that'll be an additional 10 radiant.
2 big hits with those smites. Whew.
And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to swing, see if I got the movement to do it. Yeah, I do. I'm just going to swing back into the position north of Hylan that I originally was in.
Ren, you get 13 temps.
Cheers.
Corbin is going to move his spiritual weapon up to where Ren was just hitting that Hellhound, and he's going to take a shot at him. 24.
24 hits.
And he takes 12 force damage.
All right, this thing's on its last legs. All 4 of them.
And Corbin is going to try to break free of his chains with an athletics. Watch, Ren! This is how you do it! 16?
16's enough?
Ah, got through.
Sorry, Corbin, I wasn't looking. What were you saying?
Of course you weren't looking. Never mind.
There are still 3 of them left. Check our recharges. Nope. Nope. And nope. All 3 do not recharge. And so they will simply bite the creatures closest to them. In this case, the 2 Hellhounds are closest to Hylan, and the other one on the other side of Ofelia is closest to her, so it's gonna go for her. Let's go for the 2 attacks against Hylan. First attack is a 10, which misses. Second attack is a crit. Oh lord.
I'm going to throw out my shield again to block that. That'll block 11 points of whatever this does.
So that is 11 points taken away from 19 damage. So that is a total of 8 coming into you. Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, Hellhound over by Ofelia will take a bite out of her. That is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 10 damage, 6 piercing, 4 fire.
Ow.
The Chain Devil will choose a different target. It'll choose Ofelia for all 3 of its attacks.
Really?
Yep. Number 1 attack coming in. An 18 to hit.
Hit.
10 slashing, you are restrained.
Ow.
Second attack. An 18 as well.
That'll hit.
12 slashing on the second, and the number 3, that's 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's 8 more slashing. You are restrained. That's the Chain Devil's turn. Let's just switch to Ofelia. At this point in time, you may drop, unfortunately, because the chains that are biting into your flesh do 2d6 damage. That's 8 on the nose.
Yep, I'm dropped.
All right, so she is dropped into unconscious and right near that Hellhound.
I got her.
Hylan, it is your turn.
All right, I'm so done with this devil, but I also want to kill this Hellhound behind me because it's almost dead, and at least I can definitely kill one thing. I hope. So I'm going to attempt to kill the Hellhound north. That's a 15 on the first hit.
15 hits.
Thank God. 10 psychic, 19 sneak attack for 29 damage.
You level this thing. Please tell us how you do it.
Great. A psychic blade shoots from my hand. It goes right into its stupid open mouth. And then just goes into the roof of its mouth, through its brain. No dagger is seen. It just falls into the goo. And then going to stab the other Hellhound next to me with... I'm going to use the Dragon's Wrath dagger. And that's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That does 6 piercing and 5 radiant, because this one, it's not sneak attack damage, it's extra damage that the dagger does. That's a total of 11.
You got it.
Hylan, you get 12 temps.
Thank you.
Reticence, your turn.
Hylan has dropped a Hellhound next to me, so I'm going to run over to guard Ofelia. So I stand north of Ofelia, and I'm going to take 2 swings at the Hellhound that is bearing down on Ofelia. First attack misses with a 9. Second attack is a crit.
Yes!
That is going to do 11 magical bludgeoning 9 radiant, and I am going to drop a level 2 divine smite on it.
Which will be critted by the fact that you critted the hit.
Correct. So that is going to be 8d8 radiant.
Amazing.
46 radiant.
Oh!
Bye-bye, Hellhound.
So one shot.
Whoa.
So its jaws are closing in close to the unconscious Ophelia's neck, with flames licking at its teeth and gums, and then you just see Heaven's Fall just swing into its face, and its face explodes in ash and flame, and the headless torso falls into the tar, and it is dead. I am gonna, now that it's dead, I'm just gonna step next to Ophelia and Corbin.
Healing word on Ophelia. Ilmota, he'll say. And she gets 6 hit points back.
Okay.
That was his bonus action. For his action, he's going to take out his Hellfire Warhammer, and he's just going to take a swipe at the asshole Chain Devil. A 9?
9 misses, unfortunately.
Corbin just whiffs. Ren, watch me do it. And he just misses. In a minute, just give me...
What? No, I had a perfect view from here, but when's it
You
going to happen?
distracted me, you moved. Why did you move? And that will be his turn.
There is only one Hellhound left, but it does not make the recharge. So the Hellhound will move 10 feet to the west, right next to the Chain Devil, and will bite at Corbin, this time with advantage because of pack tactics.
Bad dog.
Good dog. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh, he got me.
I throw my shield in front of Corbin like a mom arm.
Nice. Like a mom arm.
I'm not your baby, but I'll take it.
I will block 7 points of whatever happens to him.
Nice.
All right. That is 15 minus 7, so that's an 8 to you. His concentration check.
20. I'm good.
That is the Hellhound's turn, and it's now the Chain Devil's turn. The Chain Devil sees Ophelia just beginning to wake up. Still restrained, but the Chain Devil doesn't give a fuck, so it wings all 3 of its chains at Ophelia.
Oh, she's still restrained.
So this is advantage on these 3 hits.
You afraid of me? Attack me. Come on. Bring it here.
Here we go. Chain attack with advantage. 27 to hit with advantage.
I'll hit.
That's 11 slashing damage. So she's down, and now 2 more attacks with advantage. Number 2 attack. 26 to hit.
I'll hit.
That's 2 failed death saving throws. And the 3rd attack with advantage is a 20 non-natural.
That'll hit.
Ophelia, I would like you to tell me what it is that you see as your soul leaves your body.
Azor? Is that you?
You see someone, their back to you. The size is about right, the hair color. And then they turn, and it is Azor. Azor smiles, his eyes twinkling. He reaches out his hand and he says, "You've done enough, lass. It's time to go."
She takes his hand.
Lulu's turn. Lulu sees this and just lets out the most pitiful wail of sadness and streaks down 120 feet towards Ophelia's body. And she begins to shake Ophelia's body with her trunk. No, this is no, wake up. And the Chain Devil just laughs.
Oh, you poor fool.
It's now Hylan's turn.
Ophelia! And then I'm gonna barge through Corbin's space. And so I'm between the Chain Devil and Ophelia, and I'm now in melee range with it. And I'm going to create a Psychic Blade and stab it. That's a 12.
Nope, fortunately not.
And then I'm going to try to stab it with the Dragon's Wrath Dagger. That's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
That's 5 piercing and 5 radiant for 10 damage. And I'm just gonna be like seething with anger and stand there staring at it.
Renascence.
My eyes flicker between the fallen Ophelia and the Chain Devil. How badly do I think the Chain Devil's wounded?
Pretty badly.
Right, he's gonna take her right back out if he's still up. And I can't fucking get to him. Fuck. And the Hellhound isn't wounded?
The Hellhound is wounded slightly.
How deep does the tar look?
I think that you saw the Hellhound 5 feet tall at its topmost point. When it jumped into the tar, it came up about 4 feet. So it feels like it probably would be about 4 to 5 feet deep.
Okay, so probably difficult terrain for me, but I don't get the feeling that I'm like, won't be able to.
No, you
okay.
wouldn't sink in over your head.
Fair enough. I'm going to step through the difficult terrain that is Hylan for 10. I'm going to move into the tar next to her for 20. And I think that's as far as I'm going to try to get. I'd love to be able to flank, but it's just not going to happen.
Please make a Constitution saving throw as you step into the tar.
I did get a 22 on the con save.
No problem there. It just smells and feels awful as it goes into your every inch of your armor. It just goes sort of seeps in into next to your skin, but you're able to fight off the pain.
I take 2 swings at him with Heaven's Fall. First attack is a 20.
Yes, 20 hits.
That is 6 bludgeoning and only 1 radiant. However, do you still have the hex active on him? So that is going to be an additional fucking 1 necrotic. And I am going to dump a level 2 divine smite on him.
I think this is your last level 2 slot, am I correct?
That's correct. That's my last level 2 slot. That does 15 radiant. So 7, 8 plus 15. 15 and 8 is 23.
He's definitely buffeted by that. He takes a step back.
Okay, I'm taking another swing. That is a crit.
Yes!
Hell yes!
Yes!
Hell yes, just when we need it.
So that is going to be, 7 magical bludgeoning, 6 radiant, or a total of 13. And then he is hexed. That gets it up to 16. Okay, I will dump a level 1 divine smite on him.
Alrighty.
Get him.
It is critted though. An additional 29 radiant.
Please tell me how you'd like to end this chain devil.
Yes!
All right, I leap into the tar. I take 1 look at Ofelia. I swing. I knock 1 chain arm. I break the arm. And then I swing at his head with the second one. There's a cracking sound, and he just drops back into the tar. And he sinks, and he drags the chains down into the tar with him. The last thing that disappears is the chain that knocked Ofelia down.
As the chain devil sinks into the tar, you hear 2 distinct ting sounds from behind you, and a scream of pure demonic joy as Kostchtchie is freed from his imprisonment.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for listening. This episode featured the Dungeon Master stylings of Matt Gordon, with Andy Cannistra as Painbearer Corbin Shiv, Carolyn Fox as Hylan, Rachel Tamarin as Ofelia, and me, Tal Aviezer, as Renascence. This episode was edited by me and Carolyn Fox. Our original theme music is by Lauren Anker and Anthony DiMasso. Remember, if you enjoy Podcast Party, please follow the show, rate us, and leave us a review. Thanks very much for listening. We will be back in 2 weeks with the next episode of Descent into Avernus.
Ilmata, protect us! And he's going to cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
Nice.
Okay.
Are you eating, Carrie?
No, how could you say that?
Seems like
Carrie, you're a better actor than that, Carrie. I know you are. I know you are.
That's a really good move, Andy.